Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The governor and his team are back from the nation's capital with talks of 902.
Also tonight, CNMI leaders question deep-sea mining and how we can be a part of the conversation moving forward.
And there's no place like the Marianas. People come, people go, and they can't wait to come back.
In sports, 2025 awards go out to outstanding members of the sports community.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
The new Big Arch sauce is so delicious. You'll wonder if they named the sauce after the burger or the burger after the sauce. The Big Arch, the most McDonald's burger yet. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we'll even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam, because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on March 4th from our studio on Capitol Hill.
Today on Capitol Hill, Team CNMI convenes to talk 902. This morning in the Governor's Conference Room on Capitol Hill, a newly coined Team CNMI meets to inform the island about the ongoing 902 talks with the U.S. federal government. Chamber of Commerce Chairman Joshua Wise.
So with the 902 talks, it's something that's part of the covenant that, the governor can request to meet with the administration. And, there's certain things that are supposed to be agreed upon. And it's their opportunity to bring up any new issues that have come up. In this case, we've got a number of issues that we had to bring up. So, like they said, we have about 4 or 5 main topics and main issues that we basically formed and broken them down into working groups for 902.
Governor David Apatang and the team of working groups returned this week from their talks in Washington, D.C.
It's been a busy week in Washington, since day one. We all went there and as a team. We have our teams here from Governor's Council and private sector, Chamber of Commerce, and business people, MBA, so we can all do our part in Washington to see what we can get from the Department of Interior and other federal department agencies that we can avail to, we can meet.
The team spent 2 days in 902 talks, 1 day in IGIA Insular Area discussions, and a day with governors in Hawaii.
About our issues here, that we need a lot of policy, federal policies that needs to be looked at and changed. Those that are really affecting our livelihood here in the Commonwealth, especially our tourism industry, the airline industry and other immigration issues, and that is really hampering our economic livelihood here in the Commonwealth.
Congressional Representative Kimberlyn King-Hines and other members of the CNMI delegation join via remote.
Some of these asks are better made in person, but also I thought that it was a good opportunity for Team CNMI to see firsthand and to hear firsthand the challenges that we face in terms of the types of narratives that are being perpetuated here in DC that continues to hamper our ability to push through some of these policies. And so that's why I've been always very vocal and pushing for a united voice, a united front, for a one team, one fight, one team CNMI approach. And that's exactly what Team CNMI did.
Team CNMI established working groups from the fiscal group. Tracy Narita.
We were there in September of 2025 where we made the initial ask for at least $61 million in immediate funding assistance. And we've been working since then with follow-up meetings, virtual meetings, and ultimately the CNMI did receive a $5.5 million grant to help us with critical expenditures and obligations. That funding came with requirements, which meant fiscal reforms, a development of a fiscal reform plan, austerity measures, establishment of a revenue council, and the way that we will develop future budgets, including catching up with our single audits. And so with this February meeting, we asked for a follow-up to that initial request in which we were told no further funding will be made available.
The CNMI cannot expect second quarter funding. However, a multi-year funding working group was established in order to discuss future possibilities.
In that funding agreement, we are talking about the $60 million a year in federal funds that will go toward economic development and government operations at this time. The working group is continuing our discussions on what the details of that multi-year funding framework will look like. Like Mike said, we have 30 days to finalize this, so this would be our team, in addition to the federal team, to work out this funding agreement.
The Tourism and Transportation Working Group includes volunteer members of the Governor's Economic Council. Joe Guerrero.
Some of the key issues that we're looking into in order of priority is looking at air service issues, including Annex 6 of the 2007 U.S.-China Air Transport Agreement.
Alex Sablon.
We wanted to meet with groups and agencies that have been somewhat critical of CNMI issues and to kind of dispel a lot of the issues that have been played out through media and really a time frame that was focused in on a discretionary parole program of the recent past. And we wanted to bring a lot of the information forward that plays out in this current timeline under EBS TAP.
Those issues include debunking false narratives about the numbers in birthright citizenship tourism. Jason Osborne, political advisor.
We have given the federal government and this administration plenty of different options in trying to work with them on every single proposal that we've put forward, from Annex 6 to KFTC to air service and the trade agreements. They're actively working on how to help us in those endeavors. There are some things that are just completely out of our control that we're having to compete against, but a big part of it is the fact that they're listening.
The federal government gave a 30-day time limit for continuing talks.
I'm glad that they were insistent on a 30-day timeline and not letting this kind of just dissolve into, conversation, that they are wanting this to be fruitful. And, the agencies seemed like they really want to help us. And so that was a very positive note that I took.
Yes, we've received nothing but positive feedback that at least they are examining everything. We also know that and the Congresswoman has been great about this too, is that we're not taking no for an answer necessarily. We're continuing to go back and offering out other alternatives and other solutions in different ways.
It's going to be an eventful 30 days. Last night, a blue moon was eclipsed. It was a sight. Last night at Bird Island Overlook, a blood moon eclipse. And then our moon momentarily hides from the sun in the shadow of the earth. And in stop-action footage captured on camera by Annie Elias.
U.S. officials and CNMI leadership exchange information on potential deep-sea mining adjacent to the Mariana Trench. Representatives from the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management Pacific Region and the United States Department of Interior held meetings in Saipan on February 27 inside the Governor's Conference Room on Capitol Hill. A closed meeting was held in the morning with Governor David Apatang, and another meeting in the afternoon was held with CNMI leaders. Outside, protesters let their voices be heard on their stance on deep-sea mining.
Shame on you! Shame on you! How do you sleep with your souls at night, knowing that you're helping to poison islanders and indigenous people?
Since the comment period on request for information closed on January 12, the CNMI has moved forward to Step 2 of BOEM's regulatory pathway. Step 2 is defined as the identification of areas to be considered for potential leasing.
So the area identification takes into consideration the comments we received, the indications of interest, the governor's letters that we received. And we write that in what's called an area identification decision memo. It's a recommendation to the BOEM director, and he ultimately makes the decision on the next step, whether to move forward or not.
Although USGS, or United States Geological Survey, has mapped the areas of the U.S. Outer Continental Shelf prospective areas of higher mineral concentrations, BOEM officials say leasing companies would still have to go through the process that involves the National Environmental Policy Act.
The only thing that lease authorizes is preliminary activities, which are, survey activities, so that a lessee could then go collect more data and information, so that they, in very minimal, what they would collect, just so they could submit a plan to BOEM to review and approve that, which would go through another NEPA review. So there's really no, I'll say there's a long time between lease issuance to when we would actually receive a plan that would get into the mining plan.
The ask of the local leadership in the room includes a moratorium to conduct studies prior to exploration, community forums ran by BOEM on Saipan, Tinian, and Rota, and a task force to be put together with real-time information relayed to the people of the Commonwealth.
The critical time to establish task force is now, because the next steps is when the agencies can be involved, especially when it comes to NEPA review, right? So that's when we have again that opportunity. And I'm hoping that with my initial request for the community engagement piece, that happens prior to the NEPA process and also after the NEPA process. That way, after agencies have also seen and reviewed such plans, we can also be able to answer to our community.
BOEM officials ensure transparency on their end.
We want to be transparent. We don't want, I talk about this all the time in the Pacific region, that we need to be transparent. People need to know what we're doing. So I'll just say, whatever decisions are made, task force, no task force, we're going to keep engaging. We're going to keep everyone here involved. Everyone here, if we know it, then you should know it.
Coming up, the MHS Glee Club goes to Guam and wins some hardware.
And those snorkelers you see are your new doctors. Welcome to Saipan. Stay tuned.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
The new Big Arch sauce is so delicious. You'll wonder if they named the sauce after the burger or the burger after the sauce. The Big Arch, the most McDonald's burger yet. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Marianas Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Marianas Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
If music be the food of love, play on. For your information, last weekend at the Tumon Bay Music Festival, the Marianas High School Glee Club, Rhythm and Harmony, they're golden. At the Tumon Bay Music Festival in Guam last weekend, the MHS Glee Club, like the sky at sunset, turned precious with 6 gold and 5 silver medals. Led by Ali Rose Santos, Joshua Kadujuan, and mentor Harold Easton, the club scored awards in ensemble and chorale and solo performance. Royal encore command performances were offered to, of course, soloist Princess Rigwa, and to the MHS Glee Club Ensemble. Closing ceremonies and command performances will take place this coming weekend at Tumon Bay.
Hospital visits and quality control is the theme of this segment of Welcome to Saipan. At Saipan International Airport, as arriving visitors and homecomers trickle in from their flight, we say Welcome to Saipan. And as they depart to wherever they may be off to, we say Adios. Francisco Sanchez Jr. is back from a medical checkup in Guam.
There's some machines that I didn't know existed. So, yeah, it was good. 10 out of 10 quality.
He's a veteran who served 3 years in the Army.
It was good and bad. I learned a lot. Mind opener. Get to see the world while doing your job.
When he was abroad and away in the military, this is what he missed about home.
Just home being home. 'Cause I'm actually from Tinian, and I moved to Saipan for VA access, but Saipan is still my home.
Yeah, the CNMI right now and stuff like that.
Yeah, and what do you call that? It's just the fact that it's home.
Our local hospital has gained a couple of members on their team, Eve and Emma.
We're resident doctors from San Francisco, and we're here working at the local hospital for the next month. And getting to explore Saipan and all the beauty it has to offer. Do you have anything to add?
I don't have anything to add. Yeah, that's what brings us here, and we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
It's both their first time in Saipan.
I've heard from other medical residents who came for this rotation that it's a lovely island with a lot of wonderful activities and great culture, and we've just learned a lot of that it's beautiful and there's a lot of really awesome things to do.
Yeah, we're looking forward to practicing medicine in a very different setting than what we're used to in a big city also.
The Marianas is definitely different from a big city. The ladies are looking forward to exploring.
we were just talking about wanting to explore, the various beaches, do some snorkeling, and other kind of, ocean-centric activities that Saipan has to offer.
And always open for any recommendations.
Yes.
As we say welcome to Francisco, Eve, and Emma, we say adios to Peter and Steve. They're from the United Kingdom.
Originally from a little county in the north of England called Lancashire. My hometown is Wigan.
And I'm from Cheshire in the United Kingdom, which is the next neighbouring county.
It was also their first time in Saipan. They were here to work with CUC.
We came to Saipan because we are doing some work for the Commonwealth Utilities Corporation. We're here to help them fix up the water supply for everybody here in Saipan.
Peter says we'll be seeing him more often.
I'm actually based in Guam right now, so I'm going to be coming back in too. So it's not going to be my last visit to Saipan, and I also think it's a wonderful island and a great culture.
Yeah. Lots of history. I said if I lived in Guam, I would come to Saipan for the weekend.
Yes,
it's a really cool place.
Regardless of the noticeable tough time the island is having, the men enjoyed their stay.
Yeah, I mean it's obvious that the economy here is a little bit depressed. We see a lot of boarded up places, and it's obviously suffered from the COVID times, and but we've had some fun here, and to me the standout is definitely the people. They are so friendly. Come to Saipan, everybody. It's really cool.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say, gentlemen?
Thank you, Saipan.
We're coming back.
Yeah,
we're coming back.
2025 Humanities Awardee James Feger this week on Your Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry. 2025 Humanities Lifetime Achievement Awardee and Catherine Perry's former teacher, James Feger, talks about a lifetime of teaching on Saipan.
These kids, beautiful kids, but they just weren't very, they weren't academically, some of them had some problems, but nice kids anyway. So this is a true story. One day I was going to give them a test, and I gave Jose, I'm going to call him Jose, I don't know what for, Jose and maybe Cynthia, okay, in the classroom, and I was giving Jose a test, and it was open book, whatever, do the best you can, don't worry about it, I'll give you credit for it. So Jose, he's down there and he's doing this. I said, Jose, what are you doing? He said, I'm praying. For what? I'm praying that Jesus had passed his test. I said, oh my goodness. And it's the girl sitting back and over to the right said, she written, Mr. Feger, you can't do that, that's cheating. I said, wow.
Hear about history and rockball and the history of rockball on Your Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry tomorrow night, Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on KSPN2 and in repeat on Saturday night at 7 p.m.
Coming up in sports, a night to recognize top sports athletes, coaches, and officials from the year 2025 who will be added to the CNMI Hall of Fame. Stick around to find out.
Looking for resources about Marianas history, culture, and more? Well, check out the Northern Marianas Humanities Council's collection. Our extensive video, audio, and photographic library can be found on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at 670 Humanities. Or check out the written resources on our website at nmhcouncil.org. And for those who prefer a good book, we also have a selection of local publications for purchase. So, dive in, explore, and share your comments as we navigate the human experience together.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventures calling from Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has a perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out our off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for our NMI residents, after you ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, dessert, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Accolades of the year before. CNMI Sports adds another page to the history book. Let's take a look. The Northern Marianas Sports Association held their 2025 awards banquet at the Crown Plaza Hibiscus Hall this past weekend. Athletes, coaches, officials, guests, and CNMI leaders all held on to the edge of their seats as the NAMSA Board of Directors announced the 2025 awardees. Prior to announcing the new addition to the Hall of Fame, the recognition of those who came before.
Reno Celis, baseball. Maggie Olupay Tectano, softball. Melvin Sakisa, softball. Bertha Chong Tadella, volleyball.
Added to the Hall of Fame in 2025 is a pillar of sports development since 1986 as an athlete, coach, technical official, officer, and director in sports federations, John Davis.
Although you could not be with us tonight, receiving the award on History at Half is the CNMI weightlifting board member, Ms. Jacinta Kitchaba-Capeleno.
Next up is the Administrator and Coach of the Year.
The Administrator of the Year and the Coach of the Year awards. The Administrator of the Year and Coach of the Year are nominated by their respective national federations. All national federations with voting rights then cast their votes to decide the winner.
The Administrator of the Year award goes to John Hirsch with over 20 years of driving force behind the success of swimming in the NMI.
I'm just really humbled, to be recognized, getting this Administrator of the Year award. This is someone who, kind of works behind the scenes and helps set the stage for our athletes, making sure that they've got all the tools in their toolbox, to be successful. So, I've just been fortunate to have a lot of really good board members who've really been focused, laser focused on accomplishing the best, exceeding their expectations. And so they've been doing that. And so I've been recognized. So I'm grateful for that.
The Coach of the Year award goes to Janelle Pangilinan of the Badminton Federation and Richard Sickle of the NMI Swim Federation. NMI Volleyball's Andrew Johnson and Logan Mister are awarded Team of the Year.
Thank you so much for nominating Logan and I for Team of the Year. This is a really huge honor for us.
and we've been putting in a lot of work. You know, this is just the beginning, and we have a lot more tournaments coming up. So Jesus Mahasi and CNMI, Nai on the move. Let's go!
It was a great year representing the CNMI. We got to play in Palau, Taiwan, Florida, Ohio, and even Austin, Texas, while representing CNMI wherever we went. Thank you guys for nominating us, and just know there's more to come. Jesus Mahasi.
From NMI Swim, Frances Rajo, also known as Piper, is the Female Student Athlete of the Year. From NMI Wrestling, Seth Sablon is the Male Student Athlete of the Year. From NMI Athletics, Tanya Tan is the Female Athlete of the Year.
Thank you for nominating and voting for me as your 2025 Female Athlete of the Year. I hope to continue to make you guys proud in all the future competitions to come.
Isaiah Alexenko from NMI Swim is the Male Athlete of the Year.
Thank you for choosing me as Athlete of the Year. I was very proud and honored to represent CNMI over the summer. Can't wait to see you guys in Fiji and represent CNMI once again in Fiji in a couple weeks. I would like to thank my mom, my family, my friends, my coach, Miss Yuko, and my teammates. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Looking ahead, a part of NAMSA's presentation included the inaugural Marianas Games to be held from June 18 to 21 and the 2027 Pacific Games in Tahiti. NAMSA President Jerry Tan.
We think that every year it's only good that we get busier and busier. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in 2026, but I'm sure we will keep that momentum going and make 26 another busy and successful year. Yeah, across all the sports.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight is forecast to be partly cloudy with no lunar eclipse, a 20% chance of isolated rainfall, and low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, continues to have a 20% chance of isolated showers, mild northeast breezes, and temperatures ranging from 85 degrees in the day and cooling to around 78 degrees after the sun goes down. The sun has set at 6:25 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:32 a.m. Early enough for Rhythm and Harmony to wake up in Guam, gargle with salt water to keep their voices clear, then perform at one school appearance after another. And I will see you singing in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We will see you again on Friday.